Hello children. So last part of the chapter. So as I said, I'll be discussing the word problems from the last exercise. See, I'm going to discuss all the three. I'll give you the basic equations. Right? Then afterwards the remaining part you have to solve and find out the quantities. Right? So let me start with first problem. Right? A boat goes 30 kilometer upstream and 44 kilometer downstream in 10 hours. First understand what is meant by upstream. Right, upstream in the sense when the direction of the flow of stream is opposite to the direction of motion of the boat, right? Then we call that upstream. The boat is moving upstream. That means the boat is rowed against the direction of water. Okay, downstream means boat is rowed in the same direction in which water is also moving. Clear? So which one will be easy? Yeah, use your common sense. Downstream it will be easy. Why? Because water also pushes the boat, and what the speed or the velocity the boat is having, that will be added to the velocity of water. So it will be easy to drive or row down the stream. If it is upstream, then difference of both the velocities, that means with less speed boat will be moving now, right? So suppose if velocity of the boat is vb and velocity of the stream is vs, or speed of the stream minus speed of the boat minus speed of the stream, that will be the net speed. And also keep one thing in mind, only a boat can be rowed, right, can move upstream only when speed of the boat is greater than speed of the stream. Okay, that is velocity of the boat is greater than velocity of the stream, then only upstream movement can be done. Okay, so conditions are given here and it takes 10 hours. Now other way around, suppose if 40 kilometer upstream and 55 kilometer downstream, it is taking 13 hours. Now determine the speed of the stream and that of the boat. Of the boat in still water, right? That is the actual speed of the boat, not the resultant speed in the up and down streams. Okay children, so how to start? So first thing is you are given with time. What is time? Is equal to distance by speed, or rather distance by velocity, whichever you feel like you can write. Okay, t1 plus t2 here, because two are there, like downstream and upstream. Okay, so therefore t1 plus t2 is equal to 10 hours in one case, t1 plus t2 is equal to 13 hours in second case. So let's write the statements like this. Right, so now let us suppose that this is how the stream is moving, right? From left to right the direction of the stream is. Now when the boat is moving in the same direction as that of the stream, right, then what is happening? That is called downstream, and velocity, net velocity is vb plus vs. Suppose if velocity of the boat is vb, velocity of the stream is vs. Now the speed increases here. Now if the boat is moving like this, opposite to the direction of the stream, what we call as upstream, so then velocity of the water will decrease the velocity of the boat by itself, right? So therefore that is vb minus vs. So now whatever the condition is, total time is equal to distance by velocity in downstream plus distance by velocity in upstream. So let us write the first condition here, right? 10 hours it is taking, 44 kilometers like downstream, 30 kilometers upstream. Since it is downstream, net velocity is increased. That means water velocity is added to this. And upstream velocity of the water is decreased from this, right? So therefore, this is how the equation we can write. Now we know how to solve this one. 1 by Vb plus Vs is equal to S. 1 by Vb minus Vs is equal to some y. So then this equation will reduce as 44x plus 30y is equal to 10. So we got one equation. Let this be equation 1. Now second condition. So it is given 13 hours time is taking place, and then next this is 55 kilometers downstream and 40 kilometers upstream. Okay, so therefore now applying the same condition here, you will get 55x plus 40y is equal to 13. So let this be equation 2. So now we have to find out or eliminate one of the variables so that you can find the other variable. So if you observe these two, right, see here you can multiply with 4 first equation, you will get 120y. If you multiply with 3 second equation, you will get 120y. So elimination is possible. So what I am doing, first equation I wanted to multiply with 4. So equation 1 into 4 gives you, right, 4 4s are 16. So 176x plus 120y is equal to 40. Clear? Alright, now next one. Second equation we have to multiply with 3. So multiplying with 3 5s are 15. So 165x plus 120y is equal to, right, 5 13s are 65. Okay, so here both are of same sign. What should be done? Right, subtraction should be done. Right, so you have to subtract in order to eliminate. So these two will get cancelled. Now 176, that is 7 minus 11x, right, is equal to 11x is equal to, now I'm sorry, this is 3 times, is it not? 2 into 3, 13 3s are 39. Sorry, it is not 5 times. 13 3s are 39. So that is equal to 1, or x is equal to 1 by 11. So we got x value to be equal to 1 by 11. Now substituting this value in first equation, suppose 44, substituting in equation 1, you will be getting 44 into 1 by 11 plus 30y is equal to 10. So 44 into 1 by 11, this is 4. So 30y is equal to 10 minus 4 is 6, implies y is equal to, how many times it will go? 5 times. So y is equal to 1 by 5. So we got y is equal to 1 by 5 and x is equal to 1 by 11. For first problem, I will solve everything and show you. And second and third problems, I will only stop at the equations. You have to solve by yourself. Now, what is that we got? X and y values. Is that enough? No, we want VB and VS values. Means velocity of the boat and velocity of the stream we want. So, now let us see like how to do the problem. Right. So, now here x is equal to 1 by 11. What is x but? You have taken x to be 1 by VB plus VS. So that is 1 by VB plus VS, which implies VB plus VS is equal to 11. Which implies VB plus VS is equal to 11. Similarly, 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by VB minus VS, which implies VB minus VS is equal to 5. Elimination. Now again VS will get cancelled. 2VB is equal to 16 or VB is equal to 8 km per hour. So we got velocity of the boat to be 8 km per hour. So then now if you go to this point, right, substituting VB value in this, any one of the equations, VB plus VS is equal to 5. So VB is 8 plus VS is equal to 11 or VS is equal to 3 km per hour. Okay, children. So what did we get the boat velocity to be? 8 km per hour. And the stream velocity is 3 km per hour. You know how to write the conclusion. Therefore, velocity of the boat or speed of the boat is equal to is equal to 8 km per hour and speed of the stream is equal to 3 km per hour. You know how to write this one. Okay, take a screenshot of this. First thing is try to understand the concept. Why we are taking and how we are able to get the equation. That is very, very important, children. Once when you know the equation, simplification part, everybody can do it. Okay, take a screenshot of this. So once when you find out x and y, it's your job to find out VB and VS. Okay, done. So let's move on to the second problem. So here what is that? Let's read it out. Rahim travels 600 kilometers to his home, partly by train and partly by car. Okay, what is the total distance? 600 kilometers. Some part of the distance he is traveling by train and the remaining by car. Now let us see the first condition. He takes 8 hours if he travels 120 kilometer by train and the rest by car. So from 600 kilometers, 120 kilometers he is traveling by train. Right? Remaining is 480 kilometers by car. So in first condition, 600 kilometers, that is 120 kilometer by train and 480 kilometer by car, he is taking 8 hours. So what is the condition? Similar to the first problem. What is time is equal to time by train plus time by car. What is time by train? That is distance by speed of the train or velocity of the train. Distance by velocity of the car is equal to 8 hours. Got the first condition. Now the second one. He takes 20 minutes more if he travels 20 kilometers by train and 200 kilometers by train and rest by car. So now what is the second condition? Out of 600, 200 kilometers by train and the rest 400 kilometers by car. And what is the time taken here? 20 minutes more. Means already 8 hours is given. So 8 hours 20 minutes is the total time. Now let us see how to write the statements for this one. Right. So now first let's see the first condition. So in the first condition, completely how many kilometers? 600 kilometers, 120 kilometers by train, 480 kilometers by car. So time taken is 8 hours, that is equal to 120 by Vt plus 480 by Vc. Absolutely right. So now 1 by Vt is equal to x, 1 by Vc is equal to y. Right. So 120x plus 480y is equal to 8. So simplify this equation. Why to have? Because you have the factors here. Right. So therefore after simplification 8 15s are. So 15x plus 60y is equal to 1. This is the first equation. Okay. So this is the first equation. On further simplification, that means you have divided the whole thing by 8. Now second condition. 600 kilometers total distance. 200 kilometer by train. 400 kilometer by car. And time taken is 8 hours 20 minutes. 20 minutes is 1/3 hour. 8 1 by 3 hours. That is 25 by 3 hours. Okay. So therefore you got the value of time to be 25 by 3. Now substitute it similarly to 200 by Vt plus 400 by Vc. Since 1 by Vt is x, 1 by Vc is y, you have 200x plus 400y is equal to 25 by 3. Now on further simplification, cross multiplication, you will get 600x plus 1200y is equal to 25. On dividing the whole equation with 25, you will be getting 24x plus 48y is equal to 1. So you got this as second equation. Now observe first equation. What is first equation? 15x plus 60y is equal to 1. What is second equation? 24x plus 48y is equal to 1. So for elimination, take the LCM of 60 and 48. So you will be getting that as 240. Right? So therefore, multiply the first equation with 4. Right? You can multiply the first equation with 4. You will get this equation. Multiply the second equation with 5. You will get this equation. Now, y is eliminated if you subtract. So what's the next step? So subtraction should take place. Y is eliminated. So minus 60x is equal to minus 1, which implies x is equal to 1 by 60. So you got x is equal to 1 by 60. What is that? 1 by Vt is equal to 1 by 60, which implies Vt is equal to 60 kilometer per hour. Now substitute this in the equation and then find out y, right? And that y will give you the velocity of the car. Okay children, the rest I am leaving it to you. You have to do it by yourself. Okay, take a screenshot of this. Very, very important problems to everybody. Even in competitive examinations or even in any kind of Olympiads and all that, these problems are important, very important. So Harshita, Divija and Pranav, keep that in mind. So not only for class 10 board examinations, but for even in your future, if you are going to write for any competitive examinations or any Olympiads, these kind of problems are very, very important. So now let us see the third one. So what is the third problem? 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days. Whenever work and time problems are given involving the number of people, children, I repeat this again, whenever work and time problems are given involving the people or machines, please remember that always you have to convert the whole problem into 1 day, 1 day's work. Suppose if a work is going to be finished in 4 days, means in 1 day how much work can be done? 1/4 of the work, is it not? In 1 day only 1/4 of the work is done. Suppose some X machine does some work, right? In X days. So one machine can do it by 1/X. Or X machines can do the work. Then one machine can do 1/X work. Is it not? Right. Use the same logic throughout the problems whenever you see this kind of the problems. Right. 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time to be taken by 1 woman alone and 1 man alone to finish the work. As far as I know, the answer to this in the textbook is wrong. Right? Please follow the method I am giving you. You will get the answer in other way around. I think woman and work done by woman alone and man alone are interchanged in while printing the answers. Okay, right. So let us see how to solve this problem. So now let me say that if there are W women, like in 1 day, what is the work done by each woman? 1/W. Right. So if there are M men, so what is the work done by each man? 1/M. Okay. So now what is the condition? 2 women, that means 2 into 1/W. 5 men, that means 5 into 1/M. Together can finish 1/4 of the work, because together can finish in 4 days. Together can finish in 4 days. So 1/4 of the work is done by 1 day's work, is it not? So this is the equation. Similarly, 3 women and 6 men can finish the work in 3 days. Apply the same concept. 3/W plus 6/M is 1/3. Very, very easy if you try to remember also. But when you understand, you will enjoy solving such problems. So now again the same thing. 1/W is X, 1/M is equal to Y. 2X plus 3Y is equal, 2X plus 5Y is 1/4. Cross multiplication and further simplification, you will get this equation. And the second condition, you will get this equation. So you got both the equations. Now eliminating X is easy. Multiply first equation with I think 9 and second equation with 8. You can easily solve the equation. So 1 into 8, 72X plus 180Y is equal to 9. 72X plus 144Y is equal to 8. Very, very easy, is it not? Okay, shall I leave? So this is 36Y is equal to 1, implies Y is equal to 1/36, which is equal to, what is Y? What did we take Y to be? Okay, 1/M. 1/M is equal to Y, that is 1/M. Therefore, which implies M is equal to 36. That means 36 days it will take if it is only a man who can do it. Right? So a man can do it in 36 days. So conclusion how you will write? Therefore, if only a single man has to do the work, it will be done in 36 days. And woman, how many days it will take? That you have to substitute in the equation, Y value in equation, and then find X, and from there you can find out the number of days that a woman takes. Woman alone takes. Right? Okay, children. So with this, we are done with linear equations in 2 variables. Okay. So then please try to finish all the exercise problems. Also example problems are very interesting. So please solve each and every example problem and then get ready for test on Monday.